Hey, Jack here with Two Brothers Adventures. I'm going to show you the Buck NightHawk knife. My brother and I both have one of these. Before we had the great big K-bar heavy bowies as our standard camp knife, baton knife, wood processing knife, whatever, we had these Buck NightHawks. These are good knives. Get these both out so you can see them. That's mine. This is my brother's. Mine's had more use than my brother's. Simply, this was my river knife for a long time. I wore this actually strapped to my to the chest strap of my
life preserver.
Life preserver. There you go. Thank you, brother. Just in case you get tangled in ropes or a tree snag or anything else like that. So, anyways, it's had a lot of wear and tear being in the river and in the sand and stuff. These blades or these knives weigh 10 ounces. They have a reinforced nylon and a rubberized grip handle. They're made out of 420 high carbon steel. This one has a black oxide coating on it. This one just has the bead blasted finish on it. They're 11¼ inches overall in length. The blade is 6½ inches modified clip point blade. They're very heavy blades. They're about 1/4 inch or maybe even more wide. They have a false edge on the back here, but these knives are full tang and they're very rugged. They're a very heavy knife. The handle is very grippy. Has a little insert here, rubberized insert for your thumb to give your thumb purchase on there. And this portion right here that's beaded is all rubberized. This is a harder material there, nylon. But very good grip, even when it's wet. Like I say, I carried this as my river knife for a long time, and even when my hand was soaking wet and this was soaking wet, even when I come right out of the water, this thing was very grippy. Wasn't slippy at all. So as you can see, this blade has some discoloration and stuff on it, but for all the time that this spent in the water, literally hours and hours a day, wet, there's really not much damage to that blade. I would just bring it home simply and just spray it with WD-40, put it back in the sheath. The sheaths are nylon. They have some type of I don't know if you can see that in this light, a plastic insert in there so you don't cut through the sheath. And then just a snap closure at the top. But anyways, these are the knives that we carried before we got the K-bar heavy bowies. They're good knives. There's nothing wrong with them. We didn't find any fault with these whatsoever other than just the size. We decided we wanted to go with a little bit bigger knife that was capable of doing some more chopping, batoning, some larger stuff, things like that. So we went with just simply the bigger knife. But as far as blade thickness, pretty much the same. Quality, haven't had a problem at all with these. Very nice overall package. So if you don't want to go, these are about, I don't know, $65, $70. These are a little bit cheaper. You can get them $55, $60. If you don't like quite as big a knife, this is a very viable option for a nice solid, thick, heavy outdoor camp type of knife. So anyways, just thought we'd show you that. This is the Buck NightHawk